Welcome to the part 2 of story quest of Dupin, L.A.D.Riddle. I'm still clueless about the name. I will probably Google after the story is completed. In the last part, we receive a case that included our arch enemies, Nemesis, you can call it, LeBlanc, something with a missing sword. I don't know, I cannot pronounce these names, but you will see, they will probably remind us later. And it sounds out, or like it looks out, that Aki will help our investigation from the headmaster, our client. And I also rescue the Sakuya from street punks. This is where we end the story there, and now we are about to enter the next chapter. Stage 2. Attributive theory. When your deduction runs into a brick wall, it is because you don't have enough clues, or because someone is deliberately confusing you. And I have also my doubts about Akim. Probably he is the one who deliberately confuses us. At the exhibition hall. Inspecting the surrounding is such a pain. I guess my model isn't just suited for intellectual work. I have finished examining the venue. No problems were found. Do you remember the contingency plan I shared with you just now? That was easy. Carrying out orders is way easier than running an analysis. After we go back, I'm going to have a big nice helping of Gyutan Don. You have quite the obsession with eating. And especially this Gyutan Don. I have to probably try it myself. Reporting. Scan completed. No anomalies found. Huh? Isn't that one of those mini robots that assisting Sakuya? Sakuya, Miss Sakuya lent us to her new friend. We are the same model with the same great functions mod. Tim, the organizer, likes the way these robots work. Those little munchkins might look flighty and unreliable, but they can carry out instructions faithfully. Considering how dangerous it is to perform maintenance work in high places, it is plain to see that those mini-robots have taken on quite a weighty task. Svaruk Heavy Industries. Satisfaction guaranteed. Look over here! The treasure! Where it should be! Those little cute emicons. The display rack holding the Jutsumaru Tsunetsugu has been placed under a bright spotlight in the spacious exhibition hall. I guess this is this sword here, the left. A decorative canopy hangs neatly over the display space, helping to showcase the exhibition item along with the other ornaments. Various security devices equipped with roller wheels, chains, and collapsing lattice fences are concealed in secret compartments around the display areas. Okay, so like this, it's very secured. We don't have any more clues for the time being. This place looks safe enough. But if LeBlanc going to try something? No. I need to do more research before I can arrive at a conclusion. Isn't it security tight enough? And don't you need to take a break? Is detective work always this tough? Are you the only one who goes to such length? It's always like this. Ah, come on! That said, I think you have probably researched all his methods already. It's not enough to just review the data of LeBlanc. Let's head back for now to organize the information we have and came up with a course of action. Perhaps my thoughts will become cleaner once night falls. Sure, I guess. Man, I have been running all day. I will be glad to take a good long bath before taking a nap. Still, you need to take a break when you ought to rest. All work and no play makes Dupin a dull boy at all that. All work and no play makes Dupin a dull boy and all that. I feel like this can be a nice rhyme, but the end need to be changed. If there's anything you can't figure out, why not clear your head and soak in a hot tub? Who knows? That might do the trick. Give it a shot. But I still have no idea where to begin with LeBlanc. So even if I wanted to relax, it will all sort itself out in the end. I mean, being responsible is one thing, but you also need to treat yourself, right? I'm not asking you to ditch your responsibilities, but you have tried your best, right? You won't get anywhere brushing your head against a brick wall, and you might end up getting hung on pointless trivia. I mean, you have got no clues either, so why don't give yourself a break? Well, that certainly does sound like a very you way of doing things. Alright, we will head back for now. Ooh, we're actually listening. In Master Yagyo temporary residence. The courtyard here is most pleasing to the eye. I have Miss Sakuya to thank to that. That's... Red Chat. We meet again, Mr. Aki and Mr. Dupin. Are you here looking for the old man again? You are the first one I have seen who has been this persistent, seeing as you have been coming over the few past days. Well, I am a businessman. After all, one can do business without sincerity. So a few extra trips don't mean much, and even if the deal falls through, we can still build a connection. Oh yes, were the two of you just coming back? Since telling him about LeBlanc isn't wise, Dupin is thinking about a suitable excuse to make when Aki feels the question as naturally as breathing. Yep, we just finished our routine security check. Indeed. Master Yagyo hardly ever travels abroad, so we must ensure his safety. Dupin briefly freezes up, but quickly picks up where Aki left off. Aki is far more of a bodyguard than his casual demeanor might suggest. Thanks to his nature, even an excuse that was hardly cobbled together at the last minute seems more believable. Actually, Aki did like a good thing. Is that one of his personal advantages? He's more professional than I expected. Oh, delightful to your job, aren't you? I expected no less of the Master's Guardian. Clearly, you have a cut about the average security team. Haha, but of course, the old man always says that he doesn't run a charity. And he has a lot of those bodyguards, like me in addition to human ones. Well, don't get too comfortable just because you have dull security. I heard a rumor lately. Oh, a rumor? Oh yes. Supposedly, there's a new hacking program making the round that can seize control of a doll's neural cloud. Is that so? I would be better careful then. Still, I doubt controlling a doll could be that easy. Oh, that's kind of bad. Probably is a common thing in Girls Frontline, because we're right now in the real world. Doing that would require technological means far more advanced than the current doll neural clouds. No, it's impossible, but... Haha, well, I'm just repeating a rumor. In any case, since you are both protecting a VIP, I hope you will be careful. Sounds like threatening a little bit. Dolls are merely machines after all, and how safe they are to use. Yeah. My apologies. I mean nothing by that. I apologize if I offended you. You literally did mean that. I like... This is the main villain model, okay? Just in case you don't know, this is the main villain model. Like the bad guy model. Like, look at his scar. By the way, yeah, because of the scar, also... We have this model for Magilda story quest. I don't know how to spell the name. The boxer girl. I might cover her story arc again somewhat later. I don't know, not this year. Ratchet smiles unnaturally before pecking Aki's shoulder in mock familiarity, trying to diffuse the awkwardness in the air. I'm sure a doll like Aki must have cost a lot, and ordinary folks would not be able to afford him. Forget it. Just be on your way. And thanks for the reminder. We'll pay close attention to affairs regarding the old man, and I will be around in any case. Besides, we have got another capable man on the team now, no? I would have agreed with you if you had not helped me up so suddenly. Okay. Man, we're rushing through the story pages, like through the scenes, like one after another. But I think the part 2 should be longer than usual parts, like Cascadia. Night falls. By the order of Master Yagyu, Dupin will be spending the night in a guest room on the estate. The exhibition is tomorrow. However, Dupin stays up well into the night, going over information and plans inside his suit. A rematch with LeBlanc. Huh? The light from inside the room streams into the courtyard, and his dark surrounding cause Dupin to lose himself further in his thoughts. The security system and personnel are largely mechanical in nature, While they are hardly smart devices, they are highly resistant to the electronical disruption that LeBlanc favors. I checked all the security doors at the venue while doing my inspections today. In theory, all the exits are secure, and the raising and lowering of the canopy can be done by hand. I have also made a record of the structure and access road for the venue. After eliminating 266 low likelihood possibilities, you have found one? Ding, his communicator suddenly goes off, the sound of its alarm particularly crisp in the silence. It goes off. Okay. A feeling of foreboding fills Dupin's heart as he answers. Oh. Okay, I'm not sure what voice here to pick, but this is Red, so probably... Do you think this counts as our first time exchanging contact informations? Dupin? LeBlanc. Is LeBlanc female or not? I don't know. What do I pick for voice? I expected nothing less of the great detective. You immediately realized it was me. It would seems you received my invitation. Did you call me at this hour just to wax nostalgic? LeBlanc speaks in a leisurely tone, like a violin chord echoing throughout the night. Dupin subconsciously tightened his grip around his cane, focusing all his efforts on trying to desert LeBlanc's plan as opposed to going around in circles with him. I wonder if LeBlanc may be also a doll? Oh, how cold. You ought to be more romantic. That would make you more interesting. You sounds like you have a great deal of confidence in your little show tomorrow. Tomorrow? Oh no, don't say it's today. Surely the curtains have already raised on the twilight opening arc. No? You're trying to get me to ask you a question? What do you wanna to say? A rose by any other name would still smell as sweet. And more than one show can take place on the same stage. I wonder, will you be able to catch up with me this time? Ding. The call cuts off right after that one-sided announcement that sounded more like a prank than a conversation. Dupin swiftly takes stock of the current situation, reaches a conclusion on what LeBlanc is trying to do, and immediately calls the organizer to verify it. The Jutsumaru Tantunetsugu? It's fine. We didn't spot LeBlanc. Just in case, please, patch a live feed of the exhibit throughout to me. Sure, no problem. See? Safe as houses. What happened? What happened? What's going on? We are going to check all the security measures again. Move out. Protect the exhibit. Thank you. There will be a lot of big names attending the exhibition this time round, so we will have a lot on our plates. Still, we will do our best. Looks like there's nothing wrong with the exhibition at all. Was LeBlanc just pranking me? No. Given my understanding of him... Okay, that's him. Male. No. I need to get to the exhibition hall just in case. And contact Aki as fast as possible. As Dupin puts his notes away, he puts the card through. However, even after his files have all been neatly packed and he is ready to head out, there's still no response from the other side. Aki is not responding, by the way, kinda making Dupin sound in a hurry. I'm not sure his emotions right now. Beep beep. I also noticing this is not your typical light novel or like novel in general. We don't really have that much information, and I also glad about that. It makes the story a little bit shorter, but we don't have information in what matter of speak they do. Nobody picks up. Considering the time, he must be eating. Or maybe just sleeping. Oh no, he's taking a bath, right? Perhaps my thoughts will become clearer once night falls. Sure, I guess. Oh man, I have been running around all day. I would be glad to take a good long bath before taking a nap. Never mind. I will try to contact him through the other bodyguards. Hopefully, they will be able to get him up. Beep beep. No, this isn't right. Master Aki? The light is still on his room on, so he should be up at this time though. Master Aki? Someone knocking? It's alright. Let me do it. More knocking? Aki? Dupin reaches out to grab the doorknob, thinking about Aki's relationship with the master of the house as he focuses on the door and its lock. However, the moment he touches the door, it swings right open. The door is unlocked and the room is empty. Aki! Okay, Aki, I hope you are fine and you didn't betray us or some sort of this. Dupin stands outside the door. He does not enter right away. His detective instincts are urging him to gather as much information as possible. Aki didn't tell you about where he's gonna be going or what he's be doing, right? The young master went back to his room to rest after eating and didn't say anything. Everyone knows that he sleeps a lot. Which is why nobody keep watching him. I see. Please give me a moment. I would like to investigate this. If need be, you should report this to Master Yagyu. Did he leave on his own? Or did something happen to him? And what does this have to do with the LeBlanc's challenge? That's a good question. Or did LeBlanc call to inform me about this? Mr. Dupin? Give me a moment. I will go inside to check the room. Dupin enters and observes his surroundings. The suit's layout and decor are much the same as Dupin's own. There are signs that a doll was living here and using this room. And Aki's blade is still at the foot of his bed. An unfamiliar looking letter sits quietly beside it. That's... Is something the matter, Mr. Dupin? Shall I make a report to the master now? Looks like you will have to make that report. This letter is a threat. Aki has been kidnapped. No way. Say what? But young Master Aki is a doll. And he's learned the Master's technique. All of us guards together could not hope to defeat him. He's the only one who has been protecting the Master all this time. There's no way he could be kidnapped. The letter states that we should wait for the kidnapper to contact us again. You can take it and show it to the Master during your call. Events are already in motion. Please hurry. As the bodyguard makes his call, Dupin begins a more in-depth examination of the room. As he collects information related to the case, he contemplates the sudden turns of events. LeBlanc. It seems this Master is closely likened to him, but given the modus operandi of his previous cases, he's not the sort to make threats with people's lives at stake. Even if we consider the urgency of the situation, he would have no reason to let things go so far. So who could the real kidnapper be? Height, body type, sex, identity, footprints, nod, exit, opportunity. He begins stringing the clues together, but they are nowhere near enough. The true identity of the kidnapper and the motive of doing so remained a mystery. Did he do it to distract me from the Jutsumatsu Tsunetsugu, the blade? No, that would be too simple. If it were LeBlanc, he would have some other goal in mind. Mr. Dupin, the Master has been informed and will be here right away, please. Green. The noise of the mini robot running fills the air, and the other temporary resident finally emerge in response to the disturbance in the courtyard. The horticulturist doll emerged from another room, her eyes still filled with sleepiness. What time is it anyway? May I know what's going on? Huh? Dupin? Wow, okay, that's kind of was very quick, I think. I felt like not much that happened. So let's just jump straight into the false dichotomy. Stage 3. You have only 2 options before day breaks. After Master Yagyu arrives, the chaotic courtyard finally goes silent again for a while. And that is why we cannot involve the local police forces for the time being. I see. Despite all the strength in these old bonds of mine, I am powerless in a situation like this. All I can do is stand aside and not get in the way. I have taken down my share of villains in my youth, but as time marches on, all I can do now is sit back and worry. It's like kinda sounds like, I mean, I understand it, but don't give up that much, okay? We got it by the L sentence. I will be counting on you to take care of Aki. Take care? I will do my best. Master Yagyu nods, then turns to leave. The old man came in such a rush that he didn't bother with his cane. While he clearly looks fit enough from behind, his worries make him look a little frail. What's going on? Master Yakuyo really does dote on Aki like a child. I have tried the usual methods, but they have led to a dead end. There were no traces left on the latter, which makes following its trail difficult. Mr. Dupin? There are too many questionable points about this whole matter. I need more information. But the person who kidnapped Aki has not contacted us until now. And we don't know how they will contact us either. Still, judging by the letter, it seems they will keep him safe for the moment. Thanks heaven for small mercies. At the very least, we can be sure that whoever behind this, Aki isn't in great danger for the time being. They probably won't do anything too drastic if we look like we are cooperating with them. If LeBlanc did all of this, now this doesn't suit his style. But I cannot rule out the possibility that he's deliberately acting out of character. I would not put that past him. But then, why would he strike at Aki? What value does this have to him? From LeBlanc's perspective, Aki is only the supervisor for the transfer. There are many other handier ways to deal with him. But from Aki's point of view... Do we have a lead? So why does LeBlanc want the sword anywhere? Is it because of its value? No. If that were the case, the treasure he stole would have been sold on the black market or to someone else in short order. Given his style, it's more like he generally appreciates those items, and also because he enjoys causing problems for others. So he makes life interesting for himself and others. No wonder he's an odd foe of yours. You certainly know him very well. And his methods are pretty interesting too. When you put it in that way, LeBlanc doesn't sound like a total villain. I cannot deny that his action has never extended to endangering others. I knew it, but why is he so fixated on you? Me? Strictly speaking, he has not been really obsessed with me. That's strange then. Why are you so obsessed with him? Me? Obsessed? I have not done that either. As a detective, I have never once. You haven't? But you have done nothing but talk about LeBlanc's sense just now. Logically speaking, there ought to be many other strange cases we could discuss apart from one exceptional fellow. Indeed. You're right. LeBlanc's challenge has been occupied much of my attention over the past few days. Looks like my instincts were right after all. Relax. I sometimes end up focusing too much on a single sword stroke myself. At a time like this, you ought to turn your attention to something else. Go with the flow, act naturally. Once you finish practicing every single strike, you might figure out where the problems lies. On that note, have you meet any other interesting weirdos on the job? Others. Other people. I was looking in the wrong direction. In the wrong direction? I should not have put all my focus on LeBlanc. Ooh, wait. Is this the doll that wanna sell or something? Truly the exhibition of such a world-class treasure must have caused quite an upheaval, right? There are going to be a lot of famous people at this exhibition, which means this job is going to be hard enough as it is. We can't afford any screw-ups. He was right. My view has brought it up tremendously once I take my eyes off LeBlanc. You are saying? LeBlanc is not the only one who is seeking a prize here. Apart from one of their Tenkagoken, there are other things a thief might seek to claim in the confusion. With everyone's eyes on the blade, Tsutsumaru Tsunetsugu, other items and even people might end up being drawn out by the obvious treasure on display. At times like this, someone keeping an eye out for a chance to seize them would all have a better chance of getting their way. So you are saying that they were after Aki the whole time? Indeed. I has tunnel vision and focuses too much on my initial picture of the situation. Given LeBlanc's style, not leaving any hints behind during the planning phase would be strange to begin with. So the culprit? Mr. Dupin, we have got a call on our open channel on the kidnapper. Probably the guy that told us, "Ooh, be careful, there is something with dolls going on." Totally not suspicious. Please, put it through. If I'm not wrong, this is the next step we have been waiting for. Okay. Likewise. Picked up so soon. You must have been waiting long enough. How does it feel to be so worried? The audio is accompanied by an image. The screen shows a darkened warehouse, the kind you can find anywhere. Aki is on the ground, and he seems to be unconscious because he's not moving. He was clearly moved to the courtyard from his room, as evident by the white petals on the sleeves of the flowers that grow in the courtyard. So, where's that insufferable old fool? Isn't he on the verge of tears for his precious little doll? Answer me! Probably not. No, not really. Why you? Don't disturb the master. I will deal with him. Huh? And who is this? Ah, the detective doll, and he literally knows us. I knew you would better turn on my side. You annoying piece of trash. I have all the cards in my hands. How will you deal with me? Oh, I am sure we have a lot to discuss, Mr. Ratchet. We know, it was kinda clear. You don't even have to be the detective doll for this. What? Who is Ratchet? What are you talking about? Ah, you can use a voice changer all you like, but it still won't help you after your speaking habits. Alter your speaking habits. No human can instantly record voice prints, perform pronunciation analysis, and instantly compare voice characteristics. Unfortunately for you, I can. You only expected to face a human detective in a battle of wits, but you forgot that some things are impossible to hide from dolls. Why are you that? Why this face, Sakuya? Ah, he's acting cool at a time like this? I mean... More to the point, I just ran through the list of all the visitors to the estate. Surely the identity of a businessman who is obsessed with a famed blade would be the perfect cover for you to repeatedly enter the estate without suspicion, no? I bet your real name isn't even Ratchet either. Shut up! Shut up! If you wanted to case the joint, so to speak, each of your visits would be the perfect opportunity to do so. Once everyone thought you only had the sword on your mind, who would notice your real objective? You damn piece of junk! No, so what? I have already done it. My identity, my methods. So what if you can't figure them out? What can you do about them now? I already told you that there were a hacking program that could control a doll's neural cloud. I just wanted to know why you chose Aki. My original target was that weird old man. But who would have thought that those bodyguards were guarding him so closely? Could not even get past them at that old relic. Ratchet glances at the unconscious Aki and snores disdainfully. Still, it was all thanks to them, calling this dull young master Aki and all. If it wasn't for them, I would have not realized that the old man fool cares so much about him. I did my research, and as it turns out, high-end models like him are worth a lot. Every simple component gleams with gold. And so you change your target to Aki instead. Don't get familiar with me. I will be giving you a list of things that I want with a time limit attached. If you are late, you will just have to look for him on the black market. But you will find a few broken parts or a masterless scrap doll. I wonder indeed. Ratchet hangs up and sends over a long list of onerous demands. Aki? Given this time frame, we won't make it. We won't make it? It's almost impossible to resolve this case before the Jutsumaru Tsunetsugu goes on exhibition tomorrow. Then we need to think of a way to save Aki, no matter what. Relax. getting the ransom demands its heart. But there's something else I have been thinking about. I don't understand what else there is to think about. Isn't this the most important thing right now? Is Aki's safety worth less to you than a sword? Hey! Is this how detective acts? You are more ruthless than I expected! Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't make Aki sad. Aki, I mean Sakuya, and Aki also sad. Although I can't do anything myself, I still need to ask this one thing of you. You shouldn't say that. You can do far more than the average person thinks. Really? But You and Aki saved me, but I wasn't able to help out when Aki was kidnapped. So, I need to ask. Is that what you really think? Say what? Because to me, your abilities far exceed those of an ordinary gardener. After all, you already lent Ratchet a hand, didn't you? Oops. Is she like a assassin or something? But I'm sorry, what do you mean? Trying to keep up the act just makes it look forced. A development like this should be exactly what you want. Mr. Phantom T? No way! It's not Sakuya, is it? What a shame. I think you saw through me so quickly. I thought I would be able to keep the act up a little longer. So, do you intend to begin your deduction, oh great detective? For starters, okay, is it like the rogue Sakuya at the start, or what did happen to Sakuya? Damn. Why the smug look of your face, and don't do it again? Oh, that's starting getting exciting. Ooh. If I had not been certain before, then it goes without saying now. I simply didn't expect you to make an appearance wearing someone else's face, LeBlanc. LeBlanc? How is it? Are you surprised? I didn't expect you to see through me, but I had my fun. Well, if this is a new fetish of yours, then I have nothing further to add. I respect your preferences and wish you all the best. But after this is over, we'll catch you and have you apologize to this girl. I would do that even if you didn't catch me. It's only proper, no? Oh, Sakuya with this evil expression. Still, you really are the same as ever. When did you realize it was me? I'm going somewhere now, and I don't have the time to spare for idle conversations with you. If you really are curious, you can come with me, and I will tell you along the way. Wait, young Master Aki, and this, aren't you going to arrest this suspicious chip? I have got an idea regarding where to look. Don't be in a rush to follow me. Wait for me to pinpoint the location and send the word. As for LeBlanc, he might appear eccentric, but he is extremely cautious. There is no point of capturing the Sakuya before us. We might end up falling into another trap instead. You know me well, Mr. Dupin. Seeing as you guessed correctly, I shall take the trouble of accompanying you on this trip. Oh man, LeBlanc kinda cute right now. Like in general, their interactions are quite cute. This is... Not long has passed since Aki went missing. Ratchet could have only gone so far while carrying his body. Well, if he was probably not alone, who knows, maybe he wasn't... not sure. Even at night, and with a vehicle prepared ahead of time, he would have been spotted easily if he was moving openly. So you're determined that he is nearby? When we were called just now, I saw the interior of the room and the flooring near the entrance, and the light entering the warehouse, the time and the angle of illumination. It should be in one of the alleys here. I can find it and do a comparison. All I need is time. Wow, that's a highly sufficient doll. A very precise deduction. But what does that have to do with how you spotted me? Not this one either. The next. Hey, answer me. The pot face, Sakuya. I ask you this question during the daytime. Why would you come here alone when you knew it wasn't safe? You said it was to buy flower seeds, but you didn't answer the other half of the question. Why did Sakuya choose to come here alone? That's because... As a renowned horticulturist with the backing of a major corporation, there would be no need for her to endanger herself by buying seeds. You were making your move during this time, weren't you? You would have had to pass through here in order to make your move and escape without being detected. You are a sharp one. I would have stepped in even if you had not saved Sakuya. After all, I could not let a cute maiden get into actual trouble, no? They're so cute together, I swear. That definitely is your style. Still, that alone would not have been enough for you to tell that I was LeBlanc, right? Surely you are not just blaming me for everything suspicious just because I look like a bad guy. Dupin silently comes to a halt as he rubs his forehead as LeBlanc interrupts his trail of thoughts. That's not what I mean. The other suspicious point lies in the kidnapping itself. I have been thinking about it ever since I began speaking to the kidnapper. No matter what his personality is like, Aki is very bit the swordman and bodyguard that he ought to be. Ratchet is just an ordinary human being. Getting him out of his room without anyone seeing or hearing him would be nearly impossible. Do you think I covered for him? Given your way of doing things, Ratchet would have had an easier time getting him out of there if you had knocked him out briefly beforehand. Very true, but tell me, what would be the point of me helping Ratchet to kidnap Aki? That's because you understand me, just like how I understand you. Oh, that's so cute. No, it's not this one either. That leaves the few last. You know, you can search for him after you finish telling me. And help you buy time, is that it? Dupin has been walking all this time, and the two of them move throughout the darkness. It's almost daybreak, and the Jutsumatsu Tsunetsugu is about to go on display. Yet I'm still here looking for a kidnapper. You knew I would choose to save Aki rather than push his safety over to the police to match wits with you. This is a trap you set for me, and I was fated to step into it. Oh. Very clever. Oh, great detective. Now that I think about it, I guess I revealed myself the moment I approached you on my own accord, right? Perhaps ordinary people might not be able to discern genuine worry from intentional misdirection. I can tell. So does that mean I was also under suspicion? There were many possibilities, but there was only one person whose motives and means were in alignment, namely you, LeBlanc. As for that hacking program Ratchet mentioned, it might exist, but I am sure it's nothing special. That's the conclusion I have reached based on the current technology. And I think it's more likely that you could have come up with it rather than him being able to use it. Ah, you flatter me, oh great detective. What he has is a crude, destructive program. It can control dolls, but it can wreck their neural cloud. I exchanged it for something a little safer while he wasn't looking. Doesn't that deserve thanks? It would if you had been genuinely helping out as opposed to adding fuel to the fire. Still, that is clearly not the case now. I was wondering how you managed to do it, but from the look of things, you found a way to take over Sakuya's body. Yeah, that's true. That's kind of messed up technology. And here I was going to say it was a secret. How did you find... Wait a minute, why are you looking at me like that? I have nothing but the utmost respect for the bodies of beautiful girls. I'm not kidding. I didn't do anything funny to her. I only took over the body when she was sleeping, charging, or otherwise idle. Or rather, you could only take over her body during those times. It would be much more likable if you didn't keep poking at those people's soap pots. Take a hint. Dupin's footsteps suddenly slows down, as though he is confirming something. He begins comparing two warehouses as their conversation continues. You said you would have stepped in if anything happened to Sakuya, but when I checked her body back then, I didn't notice any obvious fighting abilities. That implies you were not using her appearance, but connecting to her neural cloud. That would mean your body was nearby, but you didn't step in because Aki and I showed up. Most impressive. If I didn't know, I would have gone after Aki instead and not put Sakuya's body in danger. It's more likely that you wanted to do that from the beginning, but your tech wasn't up to the task. Design-wise, the security level of Aki's neural cloud would have obviously been much higher than hers, so it would have been much harder to hack. Who knows? I will go all out on that aspect in the future. Want to play that little game with me? I will pass. Don't shut me down so coldly. Judging by the look of your face, I take it you are close to the objective. Correction. I have already found it. Badass as always. Man, they're kinda really cute together. I mean... yeah, I don't think like this is like a lot of Nemesis, like Phantom Tiferai. It just probably not because of valuable items, but because of the interest in Dupin itself. Dupin. One day. Will one day be enough? That old man didn't pick up. Does he even give a shit about this hunk of junk? Ratchet hacks back and forth anxiously inside the warehouse. More than once, he entertains the idea of kicking Aki into his brake, but draw back at the last moment. This doll isn't cheap stuff like other dolls. Breaking it would ruin its resale value. How much of what that LeBlanc chap said was true anyway? When you get down to it, the reason why I ran so far away and started a different life wasn't to... Huh? What was that noise? Ratchet hears a faint sound outside the warehouse door and immediately goes on alert, whirling to face it. But before he can approach it, a crisp metallic noises come from the lock in the door. The door of the warehouse bursts open and two people step through. How did you find this place? So it really was here. Where did you learn to pick those locks, the great detective? That ought to be my field of specialty. I have seen enough cases to pick up the principles and techniques. Also, you should not be taking pride in illegal activities. Hey, don't ignore me! Sorry, but I have no intention to explain myself to an evildoer. Please release Aki at once and cooperate with this investigation. I have already notified the police and they should be on their way shortly. In your dreams! In the end of his tether, Ratchet backs up to where Aki is and grabs him. Okay. So what if you found me? I still have the hostage, and as long as Yaguya, that old fool, still dotes on his precious grandson, you will better let me pass. LeBlanc, what did you do to Aki? Hey, I was innocent this time. I just hit him with a temporary forced sleep mod program. Once it ends, he will enter regular sleep. Logically speaking, it should be over by now. And any normal outsider stimuli should have woken him up unless he wants to sleep himself. Unless... this is so Aki-like. Man. What a nap. Huh? Aki? What the heck? How the heck could anyone stay asleep at all this time? No, what's going on? Wait a minute. Is that Ratchet? Freeze! You are hostage now! So act like it! You're nothing more than a civil doll with restriction programs. However good at fighting you are nothing more than a floor wreck without orders from your master. Man, you kinda picked up the wrong doll. Why no of all times? Damn it. Let me think of how to get around these restriction programs. No, why do I feel completely unworried? Yeah, I also feel completely unworried. Like literally, everything is okay. You know? Don't think you can lay finger on me. You know, I really don't understand why you're acting so confident. After quickly taking in the situation, the face of his normally cheerful and big-hearted doll suddenly turns serious. You want to use me to hassle the old man? Someone is dreaming big today. Shut up! Shut up! You two dolls over there! Step aside! Huh, you are the one who ought to be shutting up. Huh? Ratchet tugs on Aki's collar in an attempt to get away, but just then the security doll shrugs free of the grab and effortlessly pins the old man to the ground. Where the hell do you think you are going, you son of a nice lady? But who? Why, I don't know why. I have never felt those restrictions you are all keeping talking about. Anyone I spare only walked away because I let them leave. And now you are threatening my employer and getting in the way of my friends? Don't think you will get away in one piece. Ah, how badass. Okay, is there something after this fighting stage? Probably not. Oh, we just fight the Sakuya. Okay, let's do this quickly. Man, this damage output from Dupin, I never seen it have those numbers. But remember, he's like boosted throughout the event. Oh, but yeah, kinda. I don't know. It's not like what I expected. We are not done with this story. There's still one chapter to go, but it's kind of, I don't know. It feels less serious now. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I did not expect this turns of event, and we will be back with LeBlanc case, or we will be back on Oasis and do something else there. I don't know, but I think that's it for this part. It kind of, this part felt very short even from the time. It's still as long as part 1, which I appreciate. I like when the parts are evenly distributed. And yes, thank you for watching this part. Thank you for listening. I wish you a great day, night, afternoon, and see you in the next part.